Ho, 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 ho!
Hello, Fresh Start fam. Welcome back to my channel. My name is April, and this is April's Fresh Start Budgets. Welcome to Budgetmas Day 7. I am so excited that you guys are here today. On Sundays in my channel, we are going to do miscellaneous challenges. It's going to look a lot like our Monday videos in the rest of the year that we had, where we will be doing our Santa All Year Long book plus a bunch of monthly challenges. We have our usual $100 that we play with every day during Budgetmas, 50 in fives, 50 in singles. I will, of course, have your freebie of the day for you. And I have a little bit of a explaining to do because this week has been an emotional roller coaster. So let's go ahead and get into it. When I say emotional roller coaster, I mean there's been a lot of highs and a few lows. So the week started with me announcing memberships on my channel on Monday. And I first have to say, you guys, I am so 100% blown away by the love and support. I told my husband I expected to maybe get 3 to 10 signups in the first week. And I limited the number of signups to 50, and I am almost there, you guys. I am so stinking excited. You guys have shown me so much support, and I am so grateful. Welcome packs will be going out very shortly. I wanted to get those out this weekend. However, like I said, this has been a crazy whirlwind, so they are going to go out very shortly. And I'm just so thankful. So to everybody who signed up for the Fresh Start fam, thank you so very much. There are, like I said, a few spots left. I'll have a link to that in the description box below. Monday evening, I took my one dog, Leia, who's been having seizures, to the vet for a checkup. She has been a little abnormal lately. She's been having a few more seizures, and she's been doing some odd behavior that we weren't sure whether it was related to the grieving process from us just having lost our other dog that she was very close to in September, or if it was something that the seizures were causing this odd behavior. So we took her to the vet, and they did a few more testing, and they said based on everything that they have, unfortunately, it looks like the seizures are being caused by a brain tumor. They said the only way to absolutely 100% confirm that is with an MRI, which would be extremely expensive. Number one. Number two, based on the results of the MRI, we either are going to continue the course and treat the symptoms for the seizure disorder, or if she does have a brain tumor, we would have the choice to send her out for radiation. And when I say send her out, which means she would be away from us. They don't have a facility near us that does it, so she would have to go to this facility. She would hate that. She's very attached to me, very attached to my house, very attached to Junior. She sleeps in his bed every night. She would hate that. So we really wouldn't want to do that because that would be, I think, very detrimental to her personality to be away from us. And she, obviously, being a puppy, wouldn't understand. She's not a puppy. She's 10, but she'll always be my puppy. And then the other choice would be if we just decided to, put her down, which she's fine. She's just having odd behaviors. I don't want to say she's fine. Obviously, if she's having seizures and odd behaviors, she's not fine, but she's nowhere near the end of her life. She's still able to use the bathroom. She's still able to eat, everything like that. So my husband and I talked about it. We said, we're obviously not going to, if we get that diagnosis of, yes, it's a brain tumor, send her out for the very expensive radiation where she would be away from us. And number two, we're not going to choose to just put her down immediately. We're going to treat the symptoms and let her continue until her quality of life is just way too poor, and then we'll make a decision at that point. But so why even continue with the very expensive MRI to diagnose it if we're not going to necessarily do much with the results, if that makes sense? We're pretty much going to assume, yes, she does have a very bad brain tumor, and we're going to treat the symptoms and continue on giving her the best rest of her life as possible. So that was hard to deal with. Plus, they determined that she does have a pretty bad UTI right now, so that may explain some of her new symptoms coming up. But so they have her on an antibiotic, and she's still on her seizure medicine. So we're going to go from there. So that was a little bit of a rough thing to hear, especially, like I said, because we just had a dog that passed away in September. To be facing the perspective of losing another one this soon is very difficult. She's been very sleepy this week. I don't know if that's because of the UTI, because of the increase in seizures, combination of everything, probably just everything. But she's been very sleepy this week. She's been my little cuddle buddy. So yeah, that was rough. Then during this whole week, my oldest son, Randy, I'm sorry, I will start saving. I'll get to the rest of the story as we go. You guys are like, this is a budgeting channel. Stop telling me your life. Okay, so we are working on our December Save to Give from Shriners Hospital. This amazing challenge comes to us from Kimmy over at Kimmy's Corner. And I am so excited to save with this one. So I want to do, since today's the 7th and we try to do about $1 a day, I want to do about $10 in here. I'm fine with going a little over. Anywhere between 7 and 10 is totally fine with me. So the way that we're going to do this is we are going to roll 2 dice. And when we roll those dice, we are going to save where they intersect. We have these dots here on the board. It says roll 2d6 dice and save the amount where they intersect. So the Shriner symbol is going to be $2. The one, we're going to say 1. And then for the dots, I think I am going to make those $1 as well. That way, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. So then I think by the time we get 100% done with this, we'll have about the $30 to $40 that I would like to have to donate to Shriners Children's at the end of this month. So let's go ahead and do this. Well, like I said, we'll put about $7 to $10 in here today. All right. So we have a 6 and a 6. So let's see where that is. Let me get my marker. So anyways, yes. So while we are doing this whole week, my oldest son, Randy, who is 22, has been looking for an apartment. So he worked in the city that we live in, and that was totally fine. He works overnights, but he worked in the city that we live in, which number 1 provides tax advantages. Number 2, it's a very short commute. Well, probably about 6 months ago, he started to look for a place to live in our town. But when we called a few different places, they told him that there was so many people on the waiting list that they weren't even accepting new names on the waiting list, and he would have to call back in 3 months to see if there was even room on the wait list. So after about, I would say September, he ended up getting transferred to his company's other branch, which is about 20 minutes away. And he noticed that at that other branch that there was more opportunities for growth within the company and more opportunities for overtime with the company. And he liked it. He did like it. He said the only thing he doesn't like about going to this other branch is there's a guy that's a conspiracy theorist over there, and he drives him nuts, and he's just super, super chatty all day long. He goes, otherwise, I really like it over there. So the only thing other than that he did not like was his drive home between that location and our house is very rural. And he comes home at 3:30 in the morning. He has not only seen deer, but he has come close to hitting deer at that time. And he said that he thinks if he does permanently move to that location, he would like to apartment hunt over there. So it came to fruition where he did about 2 or 3 months ago permanently switch over to that location. And so he started apartment hunting over there. Well, my mom, about a week ago, found an apartment over there that was within budget, maybe a slightly over, but within budget. And so Randy called, he checked it out. And this whole week he's been dealing with getting his first apartment. He went through the credit check, which proud mom moment. The person that did his credit check with the apartment complex told him that he had the highest credit score that they had ever seen of a tenant, let alone a young man. And they said that the only thing was it took a long time for the credit check company to come back with it because he didn't have a very lengthy credit history. And he said, well, my family doesn't do debt. We paid cash for my car. We had a rule where Randy had to save 50%. So if his car cost $12,000, Randy had to save 6 and I saved 6. Well, he ended up buying a car from his grandma. So I think we paid 12 for the car. She paid 6, and then Randy, she contributed 6 technically to it. She basically gave him half of the value of the car. And then he paid 3 and I paid 3. So it really worked out where he ended up just paying cash for the car. I got a discount, he got a discount, whatever. So he pays cash for his car. He is planning on going to school, but he's going to do a tuition reimbursement through the program or through his company. His company does manufacturing and engineering, and he wants to go for engineering. And they have a tuition reimbursement program through his work, so he won't do student loans. And he doesn't have, I mean, this is his first apartment. He's 22. So yeah, I was super proud that, they said he had amazing credit. So this whole week has been a little bit of an emotional roller coaster as far as that, because am I super proud of him that he's getting his first place? Yes. Am I super, super nervous and scared, to let my baby go? Of course. He's 22. He's my first one. So we're going to do the 4 and a 5 right here. I think we're also going to do the 5 and the 4 right here. So we'll put in another 2. And so, yeah, I mean, I told my mom, I said, of course, I'm ready to, let him go be a man and be out on his own. But I'm also, he was my firstborn, and he's only going to be 23 minutes away, but I'm struggling with this, you guys. I want him to go and be on his own and live his life, but I'm also like, please don't go. It's pretty bad. All right, so we have a 3 and a 6. So we're going to save the $2 for this icon right here. So 1 and 2, and then we're going to do the 6 and the 3 and save $1 for that icon right there. So let's see what we're at now. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we'll do at least 1 or 2 more. So yeah, I'm very proud of him for that. So yesterday, Saturday, he got the keys. Oh, we're at the 6 and the 6 again, so we have to go again. He got the keys, and we were cleaning and moving him in and everything like that. So it was really exciting to see his first place. I was shocked at number 1. It's a really good size for him. It's very dated, but I mean, he's a 22-year-old. What does he care? He's super stoked about it. It's pretty dated, but it's very spacious. There's lots of storage there. One of the things with Randy is he does have really, I don't want to say really bad. He has ADHD, so his biggest downfall is he's not organized. So one of the things that helps with him is if he has as little stuff as possible to keep organized. So he's being very particular about what he takes over there. We're probably going to get a U-Haul. We were going to do that today, Sunday, but I think we're going to do that next weekend. Only because in my Santa All Year Long book, I know you guys know, if you guys been watching my channel for a little bit, I've had an abundance of money in the Santa All Year Long book for Christmas. And so I decided to splurge and get Randy a new mattress for his apartment. So we're going to take his old mattress from over here. He really needed a new one, and he works in a factory, like I said, on his feet all day. So he really needed a new one. He needed a good quality one. His mattress was a hand-me-down from my sister, which we were very gracious for, but it's really old. So I did order him a new mattress. So I definitely have a use for that abundance of money that was in the Santa All Year Long book now. Oh, I rolled a 1 and a 6. Okay, hold on. I got to still save. So we're going to do the 1 here, and then we're going to do the 1 there. So that's $2 more. 1 and 2. Let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we'll go one more time. Sorry I keep talking, you guys. Like I said, this one is, we did 1 and 6. Okay. 2 and 1. Okay, so let's do the 2 and the 1 right here, and the 1 and the 2 right here. So that's $2 more going in, and that'll be our 10. 1, 2. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. So we're going to put those 2 back. Take 2 5s, and we'll put that in here for Shriners. So I did get him that for Christmas. We had a little extra microwave that was given to me by a friend since we knew he was going to be moving out, and my friend knew he was going to be moving out. She gave it to me to give to him. So we have that. My mom is going to give him some stuff, but he really doesn't want to take too much stuff, which for his ADHD, I think that's a good thing. Number one, he's a man. He doesn't need too much. So yeah, I mean, he's really excited about it. We went over there yesterday, got his keys, got some cleaning done, took a few supplies over. We did a Walmart run. Then we went to dinner. I showed him one thing that he noticed is since he goes to work at 4, that there's a school right by his house that lets out around that time, or by his apartment that lets out around that time. So traffic in the area can be nuts. So I took him a back way to get to work, showed him a back way to get to work through the Metro Parks over here, which I told him, I said, that's a good way to go getting to work because at 4 p.m., number one, it's daylight. There shouldn't be too many deer. I said, but don't go that way coming home from work or else you'll run into the same thing that you ran into coming back to our house from that location, which is a lot of deer because it's going through the Metro Parks. I said, so go the more city way going home, but go the more country way going to work. So he said, okay, he knew the way, he now knows the alternate way to get to work, which will be good for traffic and getting to work when it's, school year. So, all right, let's go to our Santa All Year Long book for December. All right, so we have December in our Santa All Year Long book. This book is available as a digital version in my Etsy. And it says, Santa's time to shine is here. He spent the year enjoying himself. Now it's time to get to work. There's lots to do to get ready for the big day, but Santa is a pro at getting the job done. Just like you have become a pro at saving for Christmas all year long. Santa says that although December is his busy season, he wants you to enjoy the fruits of your labor with a low-stress holiday, knowing you have been preparing for this, at least financially, which puts you on the budgeting nice list. So here we have a Santa's Naughty or Nice list, roll and save. And then down here we have random acts of kindness. Under each Christmas tree, you're going to find a random act of kindness. When you perform that random act of kindness, you will save the amount indicated. This is just a little extra bonus thing here to kind of add to the fun and remember the kindness that the season brings. And then on the other side, we have our Christmas tree where the values are 2 through 8 for a total savings of $55. So let's go ahead and we will do 2 of our roll and saves and 1 of our Christmas trees. So let me go ahead and get out a dice here and we will see what we save for our roll and save. Okay, we're going to start with a 1. So yeah, he is excited. I am excited for him, but I'm also a little bit like, ew. It did not help that I was watching a Netflix documentary while I was working one day this week, and it was a true crime documentary about a mom who decided to give her 20-something son tough love and get him out of her house and into an apartment. And then he ended up becoming addicted to drugs, owing regular money, and ended up getting murdered by somebody that he owed money to and his body thrown in the woods. So yeah, that was I told my mom, I said, I'm like, should I call like the local police department over there and find out if the complex that he's moving to is like safe and stuff? And she goes, you could. She goes, and I'm like, I'll just track his location. And I was following his location and she goes, you're being a helicopter mom. She goes, just let him live his life. And I was like, lady, I'm not taking parenting advice from you. You had a daughter that got knocked up at 20. And she just looks at me and she goes, April, that was you. And I'm like, still, I'm not taking parenting advice from you. So I said, my son made it to 22 without getting knocked up. And she was like, I don't know if you know how stuff works or getting anybody else knocked up. So it's just been one of those weeks. But yeah, I thought that was funny. I told my mom, I'm like, I'm kidding, Mom. I love you and you're a good mom because you taught me everything I know on how to be a mom. But it's just one of those things where I'm like, but I did not call the police department. I did not check in on the complex. I'm going to let him do his thing. So yeah, it's just, oh my gosh, you guys, I have been so like, overwhelmed this week with emotion and things to do. Then I had, what else did I have? Oh, I had my book club book exchange. That went really, really well. We had a volunteer opportunity at Junior school. They do a craft bazaar every year, and Junior did his shopping there, and I volunteered there so that I could help the kids shop. So that was fun. Plus, I worked all week. It was just nuts. So because of my dog Leia with the seizures, and Randy's been asking me a bunch of questions as far as things to do, but like I work until 4:30. He goes to work at 4. So our only time to get together to go over paperwork that he needed for the apartment was before when he gets home from work. So I've been waking up at either 4 to help him go over paperwork for the apartment, or my dog's been having seizures and I've been waking up anywhere between 1:30 and 2. Like last night, I came home from everything to do with Randy and I crashed hardcore at like 7. I woke up at 9 and Junior was in the master bed with me just playing Roblox on his iPad. I told him, I was like, I'm like, do you want me to help you get settled in for bed? And he goes, yeah. So I took him to his room, got him settled in for bed. He went to bed about 9:30, 10. And then I was up until 2:30 in the morning prepping stuff for the memberships to go out. So I was up until 2:30 in the morning doing that. And then I went back to bed about 2:33 and I woke up at 7. So my sleep has just been all over the place. So I apologize for that. That I posted something about how like my videos, I just needed sleep. And of course, did I get any? No, I did not. It's been nuts. All right. So we're going to scratch our random act of kindness here. All right. So we have a $5 one here. So let's see what this is. Oh, okay. Make a donation to a charity. Okay. So I have definitely been doing that. And since we have our Save to Give collab, I've been doing that. So that's awesome. So I'm going to save the $5 for that one since I've definitely been doing that one. All right. So let's go to our next one over here. If you guys do have any advice for me on how to deal with your kids getting older and moving out, please let me know. Other than staying busy with, YouTube and Etsy and memberships and everything like that. He's, like I said, he's 23 minutes away. It's not like he's moving across the country. I couldn't imagine dealing with that. That would be tough. Like if he was to enlist in the military and be hundreds of miles away or overseas or, anything like that, where he was possibly in harm's way as a young man, or woman, I couldn't deal with that. You guys that are parents of military are way stronger than I am. So he's only 23 minutes away and I'm having a hard time with it. That's my baby. All right. So we have a bulb here that is $5. Okay. Let's do another one. And that one is 7. So we're up to 12 and we'll do one more. And that one is 7. Okay. So we're going to put $19 into this one. All right. So I'm going to take out a 1 and put in 5, 10, 15, and 20. So we, so far in our Santa All Year Long book, in our first week, have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, and $28. That is really good. So yeah, like I said, all of this extra Santa All Year Long money is going to go towards reimbursing me for Randy's mattress that I got. I got him a pretty good one. I'm excited about it. He's excited about it, but it's not coming for a couple weeks. So I think we are going to rent the U-Haul, like I said, next weekend. And I did get him, he does like to go camping, or he wants to go camping more over the summer. So I ended up getting him an air mattress that he said he could sleep on at his apartment until his new mattress comes in. And then once the new mattress comes in, we will rent the U-Haul and we will take over all of his stuff. My husband was off today. So today really would have been a great day to do it. But it's, number one, it's snowing, so it's really bad weather. Number two, he's just not ready to get everything over there. He really wants to go through everything and only take a few things at a time because, like I said, with his ADHD, he doesn't want to just take everything over there and then feel like he's overwhelmed in his new space. So I totally understand it. It's his way of processing with it. And like I said, if he wants to slowly move over there, plus I don't want him, I want him to be here for Christmas morning. So if he does end up getting and moving over there, I think he's going to do it between Christmas and New Year's so that he could be here for Christmas morning. So, all right, let's do this challenge from my friend Ren over at Mischief Managed Budgets. This is the cutest year-long savings challenge. For December, the total savings is $70, and we have a 10. Let's do one more. And a 7, okay. Let's do we want to do one more? No, let's stop there. We'll put 17 in there. So we have 5, 10, 15, 16, and 17. We may come back to this if we have more money, or what we might end up doing is bringing in another challenge in this binder. I wasn't 100% sure how much money this one was going to be because we have $100 every week to budget in this one. All right, this challenge is from my friend D over D Plans and Budgets, or known as D versus Retirement now. And this is Mooey Christmas, save both numbers. So let's go ahead and do the big one here, the 9 and the 4. That is a total savings of 13. So we'll do that one. We will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 going into this one. We might be able to come back to this one as well if we have some extra money. All right, the next one is from my Etsy. This is a year-long set, and it saves $60 a month. This is the December challenge. Let's do about $15 in here. So we have the 3 plus the 1 makes 4, plus the 4 makes 8, 2 makes 10, and 5 makes 15. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and $15 into this one today. And this one, like I said, will save $60 by the time we have saved for all of December. And the next one is from my friend Danny over at Craft Co Budgets. And this one is a save $25 a month. We have these adorable little koalas on here because Danny is originally from Australia. And I love the little skelly gingerbread man on that one. That one is super cute. So let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 scratchers. So we have to do at least 2 today. Okay, let's do that one. That is 4. And we'll do maybe this one right here. And that is a 1. So that is a savings of 5. Let's do one more. We'll do this one right here in the middle. All right, that's a savings of 3. So we're going to save a total of $8 today. Super cute. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8 going into this one. Okay, looks like we're not going to be able to go back and do any of the other challenges because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $9 left. And we have 2 challenges that I want to do. I want to do one of these numbers. So we'll do 5 in the next challenge. So we're going to do the 4 in this one. Okay, so we have $4 going into this one. This is part of my challenge, or my items from my Etsy shop. This I came out with in Budgetmas last year. I'm coming out with a new set in Budgetmas this year. So this is from last year, which is available now in my Etsy shop, where it saves $225 for the whole year. And we're going to do the 4 today. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 going into this one. All right, and then we have this one from Jessie Budgets. She came out with a year-long set too. The plant or flower for the month of December is, of course, the holly. So let's do $5 in here. I have a 4 and a 1, and we're going to save our last $5 in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Okay. So if I end up having extra money, I may end up bringing in another challenge. But for right now, this is working out really well. Let me go ahead and show you guys your freebie of the day. So if you guys saw my video from earlier this week, I have a goal of having a year-long challenge where you save $1 a day, so $365 for the day. However, I didn't want to actually physically save $1 a day. I want to save, maybe one day I save 4, one day I save 5. So it totals the $365 for the whole year. So I am calling it my Saving Through the Year challenge. And since savings is a journey and a path, I want all the images to be of a path through a scene that represents that month. So now we're going to come out with our March and April scenes. March makes me think of spring. Spring makes me think of the cherry blossoms in Japan. I think it is absolutely so beautiful. It is something that I would desperately love to see. So March, we have a beautiful path through the cherry blossoms of Japan. There are 31 days in March. So a total savings of $31 for March. And April, hello, that's me. That's my birth month. April showers bring May flowers. We have a umbrella, which represents me. And this one is a walk through a park. There's beautiful flowers on the side, spring flowers, on a rainy evening, rainy day. This is a total savings of 30 since there are 30 days in the month of April. So this is your freebie of the day for Budgetmas Day 7. Thank you again, you guys. I am so sorry. This one was very windy. It was very story timey. Like I said, this has been an emotional roller coaster of a week, but one thing that is definitely overwhelming is the love and support that I'm receiving from you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. I am so excited about the journey that I am on with Budgetmas. You guys are loving it. I'm surprised how many people came back from last year and said that they loved it last year and they're so excited for it this year. So thank you guys so much. I also wanted to tell a special thank you to Dawn from Dawn Sunrise Budgeting. She gave my channel a shout out on her community post. I secretly have a goal, well, I guess it's not a secret now if I'm going to tell you guys, of getting to 3,000 subscribers by the end of Budgetmas, by the end of 2025. I am, as of today's filming, about 78 away from that. So if you guys would please hit that subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed. That way, number one, you will be able to get all of the freebies in Budgetmas. You'll be notified when I post a video and freebies. And that way I will also be able to continue with the fun into the new year as well. So you guys will be on the notification list for that. All right, guys, thank you so much. I will see you in the next one for Budgetmas Day 8. See you then. Bye-bye.